Hey guys, welcome back to the Ruins of Ardust playing Shadowdark with Bradu. That's me. I guess I should start calling myself the Great Bradu since I put that as my handle on here, my page name. Uh, which is silly, but I had already taken the real Bradu and I wanted to start a new channel specifically for this type of content. And I was like, the Great Bradu has a ring to it, at least for a, wizardy, magical type thing. So on that note, I wanted to rewind just a little bit and kind of do the scene that we ended on last time, which is our party of Carlsby. Oh no, Carlsby, Fumble Fizz, and our new member is, I already forgot his name, Yorealis. Are stumbling through the university district. Actually, maybe not stumbling. Fumble Fizz was looking to learn. He leveled up, so he's honestly looking to learn a new spell, but I don't know if he knows that. But anyway, we wander through the streets and come upon a battle between two great and powerful wizards, like level 2, maybe 3. And so we look up and we see like this guy's up here. He's got a green. These are two awesome wizards, right? The green robes, and this guy's got awesome blue robes. I did not paint these. And they're spell slinging. Obviously some spell happened here that broke out. It's part of the thing. Maybe a magic missile. But anyway, just when the green wizard seems to have the upper hand, he gets put to sleep. Ooh, and he falls. Woo, and while he's falling from a great distance, at the last second, the blue wizard casts some spell that causes him to slowly fall to the ground and land on a pillow practically. And Fumble Fizz is like, wow, I've never seen anything like that before. And he goes over to talk to him and learns that this wizard's name is Cyrodiil. I'm going to call him a level 3 wizard because he's got to be more powerful than Fumble Fizz to have amazed him like this. But not too much higher than that because this guy has to be level 2 or less to be put to sleep by a spell. Anyway, it was a casual, fun argument that turned into, who's more powerful, and obviously it is Cyrodiil. So Fumble Fizz asks about the spell, and Cyrodiil, says, "Oh, I can teach you. It's Featherfall." And Fumble Fizz is like, "Boy, that really would have come in handy for my poor friend Quarlin, who had a knack for falling. Wish I had that about a week ago. Oh well." So they're gonna go and do like spell stuff, and then I made some roll that like he really wouldn't like. I think Fumblefish pushed his limit a little bit and tried to learn more, and Cyrodiil was kind of like, "Get the heck out of here! I just taught you a spell. You haven't even used it yet. So come back when you're more powerful and not so greedy." And I guess while they're doing that, Carlsby and Yorealis will go just kind of wander around town, maybe get a drink or something, and see if we can pick up any rumors. We need some more Ardust rumors. However, I alluded to this before because this is not really written as a solo adventure. The rumors are really hard for me to make much sense of because it's like I need to know the rest of it. So let's see. So let's just go ahead and see if we can get a rumor. How about this? Between the two of them, let's make rumors a charisma check, and I'm just gonna say a normal charisma check of DC 12. Now, having said that, I think our charismas aren't great. We have a -1 for Carlsby and a +1 for Yorealis. Okay, so We'll make Euryalus red. Ah, Carlsby blue. Euryalus gets it, right? 11, and Carlsby does not. So we do learn one rumor, and it's a D. It's a 100. Why are my dice falling over? Oh no. A mess up here. 61. Okay, this is actually maybe helpful. Where's my rumor table here? We learn that, actually, you know what's weird? This might actually make the most sense for Fumblefizz to have learned this. Or maybe, while Fumblefizz is over there, they are actually in the University District. Because the rumor we have is Drusus, who is an ex-surgeon, searches for the cadaver of a titan and wants to create the ultimate zombie servitor. Okay, sounds cool. Kind of like necromancery. Like it. Okay, so we probably won't have to do anything about that for a little while, hopefully. I just heard somebody awake. I'm hoping it's just my daughter needing to go to the bathroom. That's a normal thing in the middle of the night, and then she usually puts herself back to sleep. If somebody comes down here, that would be less cool. So, I think after that, I'm just in a spot where I'm ready to keep moving, I think. I feel like I maybe did everything I needed to. Carousing, we got a new party member. Do we want horses or to speed travel? Group treasure I've got at 95. That's okay. We can save that up for a little bit. Oh, look at this. We're out of focus again. Somebody told me my last video, I was hoping it would be better, and it clearly is not. Doggone it, I thought my lighting might help. If I go down real slow, does that fix it? It doesn't. So I might as well... I had changed the lighting to help that. He said oh, that looks really yellow to me. Wow. Bizarre. It's not on screen. There's our guy. He's not actually going to be a new party member or anything, but now we have maybe something of an ally at this place. Anyway, I guess that glare is probably a big part of the reason for not focusing, and I don't know what to do about that, but knowing is half the battle. Okay, anyway. So we have 4 days travel to get back to the dungeon we were at, Temple of the Weaver. So let's just start going. Let's do some hex crawling. Okay, so let's see how we do. 4 days travel. 4 hexes per day. That's a lot. That's a lot. On a 1, there is an encounter. So, we are all geared up. We've got all the rations we need, things like that. I lost it again. God dang it. I think I learned how to fix it. Let's try this again. Boom. Okay. 1. Right away in the first possibility, we have an encounter. Should that even be an encounter leaving town? It almost feels like it. Nah, we'll do it. Encounters near Ardust. D20. There's a lot of potential encounters, so. 9. Huh. Have I? I feel like I've had this before, and I don't think I have. I actually just suspect it is Will. I bet it was another Will MB thing. Anyway, we are going to find out how many of something we have. That's not great. Okay, I was forgetting that we have a raven that can help us. So the raven, the party is wandering through, not wandering, we're traveling through a forested area. I'm going to treat these as actually trees, not stumps. And our raven comes up ahead and spots a couple spindly, so a couple ettercaps essentially that are over here. They seem to have this little islandy spot to themselves. However, what we're going to do is see how far away they are, for starters, and what happens. Distance, D6. I do distance. I've told this story before, but one, well, actually, in this case, close might work. Oh, far away. Okay, far away. Okay, that actually helps us a lot. And I'll tell you why in a second. Far away helps. It means he's able to spot them, and they can and warn us in plenty of time. Still not quite sure how this is going to work. I think we still need to roll initiative. And I don't quite know. Maybe I should have just ignored that because I have an idea. I know what I'm doing. That the far away is here, right? 6 and 1. Oh, nat 1. So I'm glad they didn't roll a huge 6 here. But on a nat 1, it means we're so focused on these over here. Here's going to be our marching order-ish, I guess. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to go like this. Okay. So there's going to be a third one over here. There's going to be one here, and there's going to be one here. In the trees. So what's going to happen? They won initiative. So what's going to happen is not quite surprise, but we're walking through the forest, being careful of these ettercaps over here, which are far away. So pretend there's like a whole lot of space here. Sorry, I'm really, I'm really drawing this one out longer than maybe I need to. But this ettercap here, we'll switch them because I want it to be a real ettercap. I had to use a couple different. That's a Kuotoa. I'm out of ettercaps. I have 3. I know I have more. I want to get more because they come up a lot. I don't know what's going on. How smart are they? We have 3 characters, so I'm just going to go random for which one gets attacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, Yorialis, our brand new character, is the target of the first attack. He's got an AC of only 11? What? I have a big problem. It's not enough. That is not enough. Okay, that's all right. So what's going to happen is this guy leaps down from the trees with a web between his hands and wraps the webbing around the neck of Yorialis and tries to do an attack that way. And it's not a surprise attack because they didn't get surprised. They just got advantage. So maybe we hear the rustling in the trees right as he comes leaping down. On a 14, that is a hit. Let's see if my trick works. You guys are going to see a lot of my hand, apparently. A 14 does hit, for sure. Okay, let's see what we got with these bastards. So, I don't know if I have a... Yeah, there's not a rule for that. I'm going to call that a grapple, I think. Well, I had a bunch of them over here. I wonder if this makes more sense if they're all over here. Because something has to happen here. Oh, let's do it this way. These guys are too far away to do anything just yet. This guy, however, will, from this tree, try to Poison web, one target. He'll try to web Carlsby, who's first. So he's grappled. I'm going to say it doesn't do any damage yet. I don't have an actual rule for the choking part. Oh, man. Poison web +2. That's a hit. Easy. And 1d4 damage per round. I'm going to say... Oh, it's poison web. DC 12 dex to escape. I'm going to say that first the damage goes now, because otherwise it would be uncool, right? It would be too cheaty. Okay, so he will take 1d4 damage. That's Carlsby. 2 damage. This is going to be super dangerous, you guys. Oops, what did I do here? Oh, Carlsby's got his AC way. Carlsby's got a good AC. It's still hit, but I had him written down for the wrong AC. Okay, and on that note, these guys, all they can do is get within near, so they come running to help. So we will get them across the river. Okay, it's our turn, but we're in some trouble. I don't know if we even want to try to fight this. This is a battle I don't see us winning. Unless I have something that can take care of a bunch of them at once. And I don't think that I do. Oh, Burning Hands would be good. Actually, look how I have them placed. I would be in severe danger if I did this, if I did Burning Hands. But it might be worth it. And I also think Euryalus has to have a great move with him, but he has to get out. He has to escape in order to do what I want him to do. So let's go first with him to try to escape. And I'm going to call an escape a strength versus either dex or strength. He's got dex, so I'm going to have him try to wiggle out versus the strength of the... And I'm just going to give him damage if he can't get out of the choke. I'm going to give him damage, I think. Nat 1. Okay, good. Nat 1 and a 17. So on a Nat 1, I think what I'm going to say is he is able to, like, push the Ettercap down and escape out the other way. And he's going to start moving away, but also start a... Ooh, actually, I kind of want him to hold his position. Maybe here. Maybe here. Yeah, we're going there. He's going to go right there. I think his action has to be the escape, though. But he's going to start a chant. There's no way he would survive this, though. Crap. Okay, I'm just gonna go all out if I can here. Fumble Fizz is going to go right up here in the mix. And he's gonna do Burning Hands. Okay, ooh, let's do this. Burning Hands. I should have this memorized. I think it's a D6 fire damage to everyone around him. Spread your fingers, unleashing a circle of flame roars out to a close area around where you stand. Creatures take 1d6 and flammable objects catch fire. So that might be good. Okay, so I definitely need to make this check. Burning Hands. I need an 11. I have a +5. 19. Okay, Burning Hands. And I'm going to roll once. I don't think I've been doing this. I'm going to roll once, and that's the damage for everything. So I'll hit this guy, and this guy, but not this guy. Yeah, otherwise I'd go here, and it'd hit these 3. Either way, so I'll make it so I can get 3. Okay, come on. Big money, no whammies. 5 damage to 3 of them. What's wrong with my pencil? Okay, 3 have taken 5 damage. I will try to keep track of that. Here's the real question I have. Can he try to get the Burning Hands to help burn some of the webbing? I would say it's not going to. I'm going to say yes, just kind of rule of cool. I think it's a good idea. Like, this is where Shadowdark, that not counting grids and squares, kind of helps, because I think he'd be able to maybe get a little bit of fire on the webs without totally flaming Carlsby. And so what I'm going to do is make it so that Carlsby has advantage to escape DC 12 Dex to escape. Fumble Fizz is going to try to scoot back a little bit. These guys have a lot of hit points, though. That's not good. That part is not good at all. Carlsby's going to escape, if he can, from the webbing. And I said I'd give him advantage. Ooh, 7? Oh, it's a DC 12. He does not have it. He's got a good dex, but not that good. I think I need to luck token this, because this might be life and death. This might be life and death. We're in bad shape if he takes a D4 damage. I'm going to luck token it. Oof, that's dangerous. Okay, luck token. Oh my god! No luck, and he's not out of it. And I already gave him damage. I'm not... 1d4 damage per round. I think maybe he's supposed to take the damage now instead of when the web actually hits him. So I'm not going to give him another damage roll right now. But this is bad because he can't even move, and now it's their turn. And in one turn, they could very easily, I think, possibly wipe us out. Carlsby's stuck in a web. Three of them have taken 5 damage, but that's not enough for anything. All right, here goes. TPK coming up. God, I hope not. Do I have anything else I can do? I feel like I gotta check my... I gotta see if there's anything else I can do real quick. Okay. Nope. Okay, so here we go. they're just going to start attacking, I think. And I think on this time, I think at this time, do we just have attacks or do we try to web? Let's just try attacks. Let's just say they're going to attack us. So he's going to go for the attack on Carlsby. Gets 2 attacks, but it's only a +2. And Carlsby's a 16. That's a miss. Should these be at advantage because he's in a web and can't move? I think they should. God, I don't want to do that. That really makes a bad situation worse, but I'm going to do it. There's the first attack missed. Second attack misses. Okay, Carlsby survives that. Maybe I should have had to also forego an attack to stand up, but I didn't do that. Now who are the others going to attack? We're going to go... This is bad news for poor Euryalus, who is not... He's got to take some... He's got to take an attack. Okay, Euryalus. They're only a +2, but he's only an 11. I need to do something about that. So that's a hit for D6. And that is dangerous because he doesn't have many hit points. 3. So he's got 1 hit point left. And if I don't make it, if he gets hit again, I'm screwed. It's a hit. 11 is a hit. Oh no, they're not at advantage. Ha ha! They're not at advantage. He's not. So, sorry, I rolled the first one at... What did I roll? I'm going to say 1 hit. I'm going to say 1 hit, and then I'm going to re-roll the second attack. I don't remember what I rolled. I think I had... Actually, I'm going to say the second one misses, because I think I had a hit and a miss when I rolled, right? If I rolled 2, then I rolled a hit and a miss. We're going to do that. So maybe he's alive. Of course, there's still 3 more. I'm going to say at least one of them has to go for Fumble Fizz, don't they? Maybe not. This one will go for Carlsby, who's right in front of him, and take advantage. He gets 2 attacks. That's a miss. And that's a hit. For D6. Come on, Carlsby. 1. Okay. He's taken 3 damage. If they attack Carlsby, I might live. I'm going to go completely random who they attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy. Oh no. Euryalus. No. No advantage though. Hit. Euryalus goes down. There's our healer. Not good. And on the next one, I guess he'd have to attack Fumble Fizz, whose AC is even worse because I didn't do Mage Armor. You know what? I think I would have done Mage Armor. Would I have done Mage Armor? I'm going to give myself a chance here. Would I have done Mage Armor? I'm going to just try Mage Armor, and if I get it, then he cast it before while they were, and if he didn't, then he failed the casting. He got it, so he has Mage Armor up at least. Okay. Second attack. That was second attack from this guy. That's a hit. I need a low roll. Cock die. 3. Oh, that was funny. Okay, that one was up on his... I don't know if you could have seen it. It was a cock die, but it was pretty clearly going to be a 6. It was up on his base. But that, yeah. Okay. Oh my god. If he goes after Carlsby, he would go after Carlsby. Because he now has somebody in between him and Fumblefizz anyway. So Carlsby, we got advantage, that's right. 6 and 9 is a miss. 15 is going to be a hit for D6. Oh, for 6. Okay. All right. The good news is we're not completely dead. The good news is we're not completely dead. I have one chance. And really one chance only. Oh. Oh, I did have Carlsby try to escape. I forgot. I was like, didn't he escape? No, he did not. So he's still stuck in a web. But if Fumblefizz could get to right where he is, he could get all 4 of those, but he can't quite. And on that note, I have to get around to the outside. He has to go on the other side of them to do Burning Hands again. I have them all moving too, so I don't remember which ones were hit. Do I need to go back and check that again? We're going to do Burning Hands over here. Okay, here it goes. Burning Hands. 10. Ooh, that's a hit. Okay, thank God. Okay. Big money, no whammies. Burning Hands. 2. Oh, that's huge. That's just enough. One of the, I think to these two. I think these two were. And one of them is new, so that'll be the. He's actually a ghoul or something. I should have tracked that better. I should have numbered them. But what I have now is my other 2 guys get to go. He's down. Carlsby's stuck in the web. Carlsby, if he doesn't get out of the web, has to take another D4 damage. Woo! That's bad. Okay, Carlsby's going to go. I'm going to do the same thing. We're again just barely on the edge, so I'm going to say I'm going to give Carlsby advantage to try to escape. Because I'm burning singeing little bits of the web. And he does escape this time. Carlsby is going to slide out of the webbing and do what? He can't really do an attack because I think his action was to escape the webbing. He's going to use his invisibility. Where do I want to position myself might be a good question. I might just position myself right here. And Euryalus, at this point, all he gets is the roll to try and get a d20 to get up. Right? Oh, so close. 19. If you can't quite see it, 19. Okay, this is horrible. Didn't quite get it. I can't do anything about that. This is his first turn down. So I'm not going to roll. I like to do this for the suspense, like I need more suspense here. This is turn 1. So if he rolls... Oh, wait a minute. If I roll a 1 here, he's dead already? He doesn't get a bonus. But he was down this turn. Anyway, Anyway, here's what's going to happen. So I went with all three of mine. So now it's the Ettercap turn. And I have to do morale checks with two of them who got burned. The two who got burned that had already been hit have to do a morale check. And I happen to know something. Morale is 15. So this one here. Oh my god! You're kidding me! At disadvantage. He's gonna stay and fight the other one. No way. Okay, one of them runs. One of them runs. Back home. Oh, I needed that to happen. God. We've still got 4 of them to contend with. And it's their turn. Holy cow. I need a miracle. What do I do here? One of them ran. So that's good. But it's their turn. And they're going to just beat the living shit out of us right now. We got 8 attacks. I don't know what to do here. I don't see any way out that I can. Do I have like a ace in the hole here? Whew, this is brutal. Oh, I know my big problem here. Random encounters. I forgot to check to see if we could avoid it. All I would have needed was a wisdom 12 check to avoid it altogether. And I completely forgot that. I have weird stone. Monsters like weird stone. Fumble Fizz is carrying the weird stone. And I'm going to try to bribe them. This is the only thing I can think of. He's going to pull out the weird stone in the glass box and offer it to them to stop attacking. And that would be a... Woo! So I would do the charisma check reaction roll here, I think. So Fumble Fizz is going to pull out... Yep. Pull out the weird stone and try to offer it as a way to maybe save our lives. Save our asses. Oh no! Hostile. They're still hostile. Even with the bonus. There's no way, 2 ways about this. We're just fucked. So this one's gonna attack Fumble Fizz. Nobody's at advantage. And I do have, I have a 14 AC. That's a hit. For 2. Okay, he's alive. And a miss. Okay, 1 hit for 2. Oh my god. Is there any way I can survive this? I don't think so. The bad news is they can't see Carlsby at all. But he doesn't have any healing, does he? He's invisible. I could try to force more morale checks, but that's not really going to do anything for us. I need to stabilize, and that's an intelligence check. And I don't have a... So these two are next to Carlsby. Do they even see him to know that they could attack him? Might be my question. I'm going to ask that right now. Well, this one's next to Fumble Fizz, so he'll attack Fumble Fizz. 12 plus 2. Plus 2. That's a hit. So Fumble Fizz is down. And that leaves these guys wondering if they know where Carlsby is. He turned invisible. I'm going to give them a... No, he's invisible. They don't know where he is. They don't know where he is. So what do they do? Would they completely kill us off? I don't want that to happen, obviously. They're going to look for Carlsby. That's what they're going to do. They're going to try to track Carlsby and see where he is. He's standing right next to them, but they're trying to notice him. So I'm going to give them a perception check in some sort of regard. And he's invisible. So it's going to be difficult. So they need an 18 to see if they can even find him. And if they can't, they're just going to be kind of stumped. No. In fact, on a natural one, well, maybe this would be a natural one. What I'm going to say, and this doesn't really matter at this point, he trips over Carlsby without realizing that's what he tripped over. But that still puts us in a spot where I now have 2 dying. And Carlsby has to try to save them. Somehow. Man, oh man. I am out of ideas here. And Okay, I know what I'm going to do here. I still need luck on my side for sure. Carlsby, in his invisible state, is going to try to, what is the word I'm looking for? Goodness, stabilize Euryalus. And on that note, I also need to know. We'll check Euryalis's. Jeez Louise, what's going on here? Jeez Louise. That's a silly thing to say, but I say it a lot. Here's my D4s. They're hiding. This is Euryalis's death timer. 4. Okay. That's super, super helpful. But I already said that I was doing it. Trying to stabilize him. But that is helpful. Okay, here we go. Big stabilization check. 5. No good. Fumble Fizz has a +1 on his timer, so this is only his first. So he's actually, so Euryalus has taken a 1 off his timer. I can't do anything because these two are both down, so all I can do with them is... Jeez Louise. I have to... I have timers going for all 3 of them because Carlsby's timer is about invisible. He's spent one round. Aurealis has spent one death timer round, and Fumblefizz, his first death timer round will be this round. Okay, I need to roll for a d20, and that 20 would give him a point. Now let's try Fumblefizz. Let's switch dice. Nope. Now let's roll Fumblefizz's dice. Die. 2. So he has 3. So all of my guys have gone. My guys are left to die, essentially. What do the Ettercaps do? They don't know where Carlsby is, who just is like holding position. I don't really want them to just destroy us. That would really suck. I think there's a chance they take us prisoner, and I think there's a chance they just sort of loot us, and I think there's a chance they just keep searching for Carlsby. So loot, prisoner, kill, or search for Carlsby. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll. Should I make it a reaction check? Or let's see what a reaction check would look like in this instance. Or activity. Hunt, eat. Hunting would mean or hunting and eating would mean that they kill us. And building, nesting. No, that doesn't make sense. Hostile, kill. Friendly doesn't make sense either. Nope, I'm just doing this. Well, I have two ideas. I could roll a d4 and just randomize what they're doing. Sorry, I'm taking a long time with this crap. Jeez. I'm gonna do a Shadowdark check and just see if that gives me a hint what their motivations are. I think that's a fairly reasonable thing to do here. Let's do it. Shadowdark. Oh, I got this. This whole thing probably happened because I haven't been using my die roller. 45. And need more dice again. 80. 45, 80. We have a hinder place. Hinder place. To me, that means take prisoner, right? Hinder our movement. They're going to take us prisoner. The problem with the prisoner aspect here is, does that negate the death timer? Would they just die? Would my two characters just die off? I think if they're taking us prisoner, I don't know that they necessarily heal us, but I think that means they're not killing us either. So I have a little bit of an idea on that. Oh man, let's say. I also was gonna say, do they just loot us? No, they're taking us prisoner. Sorry, I'm floundering because this is a TPK. If I can't find some creative way, and maybe it just should be anyway. But Carlsby's hidden at least for another turn. So the next turn, would be a death timer check. They can't find Carlsby, so he's got to follow them and hide. They're just going to pick up Fumble Fizz and Aurealis and carry them back. I'm trying to decide if I should give Carlsby a check to stabilize. I think I will. I think I'll give Carlsby at least one more turn. So they start to pick up the two guys, two of them apiece. We'll pick them up. Can Carlsby stabilize him while they're carrying him or while they're starting to get him ready to carry? I'm going to say yes because, like it's my only chance. It's a little bit far-fetched, but I don't know what the heck else to do. He is invisible at least. Can he stabilize? So this is a turn. They're picking him up and starting to walk. And this is a next turn. Carlsby, come on. 8. No. Okay, I forgot. I'm supposed to roll in here. Look at all these dice everywhere. This one's sitting on a 20. That's what I need. We'll do Fumble Fizz. 20. Nope. Aurealis. Nope. Okay. And I just did... Why did I do this? Why did I do that? I have one more turn of Carlsby being invisible, which to me means one more chance. I have one more chance. So they're gonna, but Fumble Fizz also would die, right? I can't have that. I have a really cool move here if I can pull it off, but it's a stretch. Okay, we're going to continue towards... They're going to continue towards their place, and Carlsby's going to follow. And another turn goes by. This is Carlsby's last turn of invisibility. I'm going to roll Fumble... I'm going to do this a weird way, just because it's the only thing I can think of to do. I'm going to roll Fumble Fizz's check first. 13 is no. And now I'm going to roll Carlsby's check to try to stabilize. I really, really need this one. 11. That's not good enough, is it? 12. Shit. I had 3 chances, too. They get one more turn. But if I follow him in, if I keep following him, Carlsby gives away his position. This episode is a lot of me wondering what the heck I should do next and debating. If I had made any of those 3 checks, I have a really cool idea. But I couldn't pull it off, huh? Okay, so where are we at? I have to make a check with Aurealis still. D20 check. Nope, 7 doesn't do it. I have one thought, and that is I couldn't really do anything with it, but I'm wondering if Carlsby, when he does his check to try to stabilize, he's going to use... Sorry, this is retroactive by about a minute, but I'm going to say when he tries to stabilize him that last time, he's going to use that honey that they found a while back. And here's why. I do not even remember what it does, what it is. It's in this book, so I'm going to look it up, try and see if it made any mention of what the honey was. I know we collected honey. I don't think it heals because I didn't write down that it heals hit points, but it's possible, or it's possible it does some other weird thing. So I'm going to go check. And it'll be okay. So unfortunately, the honey doesn't do anything. Uh, Healing wise, it's hallucinogenic, which is kind of funny, and it's a ration. So he's well fed. Would a ration help stabilize him? Maybe. Um, so on that note, I think Carlsby has to watch as they go away. This would be the last. This would be the round that his invisibility wears off. So if he doesn't stop chasing now, they will spot him. So he can't really keep following and trying to do another stabilization check. Gosh darn it. I really wished I could have got a check there. So here's what we're going to do. He's going to hide behind that tree and watch as the Ettercaps take his friends. And I have to decide whether they die or live. And I feel like because we kept, I rolled already that they're keeping him prisoner. I don't think that means that they're dead. So I think that they're going to oh, how do I do this? That their attacks at the end were non-lethal. Does that make sense? Should I Oracle check that? Let's follow out the last round. Can Carlsby do anything from... So it's our turn. They're just walking back to their place. And my two guys would each get one more chance at a d20. And Carlsby would have one more action, but he would not be able to do anything that would give away his position, right? Essentially is what I'm trying to say. So I'll roll for my guys to see if they can get the miracle save. Ooh, man, they've had chances, that's for sure. Yeah, Weird Stone does nothing. So here we go. Fumble Fizz. Nope. Uriala. That one. Nope. Didn't get the miracle 20 this time. So they take them back. Should I roll to see if they're dead? To see if they're dead or not? Or just say that they're captured? Oh, that's too dangerous. If I make a roll and they die, it is over. And I like them both. I really wanted Fumble Fizz to continue the journey, and Yori Alice hasn't even done anything. Like, in his very first action was he stepped out and got choked by an Ettercap. So do I even roll this or just give myself a chance? I feel like if I don't even roll it, it's cheating at this point. I'm gonna roll it at advantage. Did they intend to take us prisoner and do an attack with non-lethal blows? I'm rolling it at an advantage. Oracle check. Yep, that's what they did. No yeah, but no yeah, and so they take us prisoner. Carlsby is hiding out at the tree, and that's where I end. So next session, I guess rescue mission. I'm just trying to get to these dungeons and do dungeon delving, and The darn wilderness crawling is so dangerous. I can't even do that. All right. I'll see you next time. Let's see if the party can survive.